about biology of plants and the biology that plants need. So we used all this technology that was available for a long time, tried to get this dialed in, but organics were really difficult to put on a shelf and to teach people how to use without giving people raw materials. So now what we've done is we've like invented a process that stabilizes microbes. So now we can introduce a full spectrum of microbes. So we have fungus, bacteria, and protozoa in bottles. So it's the first product of its kind that on the shelf that you can't find another product. We make all this in house. So with that being said, we've designed this whole system for beginner growers all the way up to professional cultivars who've been doing this for a long time. Just simplified compost teas, but with way more biology than you can get from brewing within a 24-hour period. And we're talking instantly. So the moment you add any of our powdered materials to our microbes, you're activating the tea immediately. So all the microbes that are needed for that stage of growth, it'll automatically start breaking down processes, creating metabolites, and storing energy into the plant, allowing these enzymes and these hormones to do their job without any stress. So the stress factors has been a big issue, and we've dialed that into where we have zero stress factors. You can't burn your plants, can't overfeed your plants, you can't do anything that's going to not benefit from just adding a little too much this time or too little the next time, because it all balances out. Our products are really low in nitrogen, which is really huge because we've learned that nitrogen is actually really not necessary. You don't need that much nitrogen as long as you have the appropriate microbes. So we've put about 7 or 8, no, there's 8 strains of nitrogen fixing bacteria inside of the microbe inoculant. So you don't have to worry about breaking down nitrogen. You don't have to worry about putting nitrates into your soil. You don't have to worry about burning it, overfeeding, doing any of the things that we've had to deal with in the past, and that was a big issue, is always overfeeding with nitrogen.
Absolutely, man. We get that all the time. I mean, guys, everybody here knows, and y'all know how active I am with the community, how I'm in touch with you guys, and how much time I spend talking to my customers. One of the easiest and one of the most common questions that I get, is not just, hey, what nutrients do I use, but hey, what's wrong with my plant? And in just so many cases, guys, the overfeeding or the feeding too early of nitrogen specifically, that it's probably, I'd say 3 to 1 that I see nitrogen toxicities that I do.
Oh yeah.
Anything else. That how many guys, everybody sees the clod tips, the super dark green plants with the super clawed leaves. Guys, those are going to be your nitrogen toxicity plants. That what Alan's done here is really taken a process and really kind of a thing, like he said, that stabilizing these microbes in a fashion that allows him to get them from his facility to you and have you use them and have them work immediately is kind of something that the organic space has been needing. Okay, guys, and like I said, Alan this is all backed by science. This is all 100% proprietary methodology to him and his company. Nobody else has this. And he and I were just on the phone earlier today. You guys are going to be hearing about this type of delivery system for organics and his brand, because these guys own the patents to it. They have the processes that nobody else can get it. And it legitimately has solved several major issues that the organic nutrients lines in the industry has gone. Okay, that there were several things. It's kind of, and again, this just goes back to the symbiotic nature of he and I. That my company, and you guys know me and Dream Beans, we're revolutionizing what Autoflowers can do. He's revolutionized what nutrients and what organic nutrients can do. Okay,
right.
Guys, y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a Bio 365 flower guy, man. I'm a Bio 365 guy.
So the great thing about Bio 365, the great thing about that product with ours, man, is that they actually use a lot of biochar.
Yeah.
And so biochar is like a home for these microbes. So it's perfect blend. If I was going to introduce somebody to a soil, I would introduce them to 365 for sure. I like those guys. They do great work. Their quality.
Because yes, it's an amazing water only solution, but you got to have a big enough container size in order to get you all the way through flower. And so a lot of people aren't limited in their 4x4 space and they're only 6 plant count wherever it is. Shout out to all those folks in Kentucky and Minnesota that are getting those legalizations, finally getting into the world of legalization. Shout out to those brand new states coming on board. Missouri, shout out to you guys, Virginia out there, that you guys are getting to see what a lot of us have seen for a few years, and the amazing freedom that comes along with being able to cultivate your own cannabis and being able to provide, being able to be provided the top limited supply, the kelp at real, and the bloom products. A lot of you guys are getting into flower and may need a little bit of boost. Okay, that one of the things that that Alan has done is been able to formulate a process to get not thousands, not hundreds of thousands. We're talking millions of microbes, folks.
Trillions.
Millions, baby, trillions, baby,
One
billions.
to be specific, 1.75 trillion per drop.
I'm sorry. What was that?
It's 1.75 trillion microbes per drop of our product.
1.75 million, guys, or trillion. That's the T. 1.5
With a T in
trillion
it, yeah, no N.
microbes per drop. Okay. Alan and I were talking about this earlier today. There's some topsoil scientists. You guys may have gone out there to Oklahoma and seen me or seen my talk that I did out there in Oklahoma with some of the topsoil scientists in the country. They've come.
The fungus, the bacteria, and the protozoa, that you can't break them either when you're sending it through pumps. So you can send it through any pump in the like that you want to use or have access to, and you'll be fine. It's not going to ruin any of our microbes.
That's
or kill
insane. And so, guys, for those that don't know, for the newer folks out there, what he's talking about is the hyphae is the attaching mechanism from either a mycelium, a bacteria, a fungus. It's this. So you got a root here, you got your root here, and you got your other organism here. The connecting thing is called a hyphae. That's what you get. That's what the benefits of mycorrhizae are, and that's what the benefit of all these beneficial microbes that everybody always talks about. These are the hyphae that they create in those networks. So when he's talking about that, you can put this product in a bucket and then send it through a pump, and it doesn't snap that connection and break those hyphae. Okay, we're talking stuff that is damn near science fiction, guys. Okay, and it's